Hey everyone, in this video I want to show you how to replace a well pressure tank. Alright, this is what's going on. My pressure tank started leaking. You can see here all that rusty water. Come in here. It's leaking pretty bad. I mean, it's like a drip, drip, drip kind of thing. So I got to replace the tank. So I'm going to disassemble all this. Here we have unions, PVC unions. They're 1 inch. This ball valve here also has unions on it. And over here I got another union, so I can take it apart without messing up or cutting up the PVC. So I should be all set there. Okay, the first thing we have to do, we got to shut off the power to the pressure switch, and then release the pressure in the tank and start disassembling the PVC pipe from the unions. Alright, now the power to the well is off. Alright, now that we got our power off, we want to release the pressure that's in this tank. Now it's unfortunate that the tank's got a hole in it. The tank is 5 years old. It was put in 2012. According to the stickers, from 2012. And we're 2017, so that's 5 years. And the tank actually works good. It's holding pressure and everything. But unfortunately, it's got a hole in it and it's leaking. Alright, now we're going to start taking these unions off. Perfect. Now I know why he's got this rope here, or this wire hanging here. You see? Right now I should be able to pull the tank out, and then I can start disassembling all this stuff here and putting it on the new tank. And now we're going to get this bad boy out of here. Okay, off the old tank, I'm going to reuse my T-cross here, or the pressure tank T, because it's brass and it won't rust. This is a 1 1/4 inch fitting, and this is a 1 inch brass T, and it's got a reducer here from a 1 1/4 to a 1 inch. That it's going to stay with this tank. I got a new one. Alright, now in the new tank here, we can put the stuff from the old tank on here. Again, this is 1 1/4. This is a 1 inch T, 1 inch threads, 1 1/4 here. And I got a 1 1/4 down to a 1 inch reducer on here. I couldn't find this in brass, but you know what? I just noticed on the old tank, it's leaking right at the elbow, right here. So it was spraying out and hitting this and leaking down, and I thought the tank was leaking, but it's the elbow that's leaking. Now, I probably could have just changed the elbow, but the nipple that's coming out of the tank, if that would have broke off, it looks like it's pretty rusted, then I would have been, you know, screwed. So better off just buying a new tank. We're gonna put some thread stuff on there. Alright, we'll put some of this on there. It's pretty hot out here, and so this stuff is kind of liquefying a little bit. Whatever excess, just wipe it in the threads. And the same deal here. It's always good to put a little bit in the threads. It'll, as you're screwing it in, it'll work its way around. All right. Now we gotta try and get one more rev out of this thing. Okay, that's pretty good. And of course, this has to be level with the ground. With here, and that looks pretty good. So that's tight, it's all doped up, and we're ready to put the tank back. Alright, before we put the tank in, of course, I was getting ahead of myself. The previous owner used one of those air conditioning pads on here. It's not really concrete, it's I don't know what it is, it's like a foam concrete kind of thing. And it's not designed to handle that kind of weight. So I got to take that off, and I bought some 16 by 16 by 4 inch blocks. I'm going to put 4 of them in here. I already had measured where the center of the tank should be, and that's where the center of the block should be. and so my tank can sit right on top of those blocks. So I got to take this pad off, level the ground off really good, put those blocks on there, and then we'll be ready. Yeah, we got all kinds of things living under here. Mice too. Look at all the mice. Yeah. Stuff is garbage. Alright guys, what I did is I took the old pad out, of course, and I dug it out, leveled it best I could. Now these blocks are 4 inches, they're taller than the other pad that was there. I have to have my height right to reconnect it back over there. That's got a little give, but not much. So what I figured, from the top of those blocks up to where that union is, it's 7 3/4 inches. So that's what I have now. So I leveled it, I put some gravel down, put the blocks down on it, leveled it real good, stepped on them, had to remove some gravel from certain areas. Anyways, basically you want that tank level, no matter if you have a block like this or one solid pad. It has to be level. Alright, so now we're going to put the tank on. Okay, that's generally where we want it. Once I start putting the pipes back, I'll know where to move it. Alright, we got the basic plumbing back in. I tightened up all my unions and got these all tight, and then tightened up my unions. So that's good to go. I got to put my pressure switch back on, and then we're going to test it out. Alright, everything's tight. Got it rewired again. Now we're going to flip the switch on and check for leaks. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Thank God, no leaks. This is supposed to shut off at 60, so once it gets to 60 psi, it will shut off the pump. So, for those of you that don't know how these tanks work, they have a diaphragm in here, like a bladder, and made out of some kind of rubber or poly something. Anyways, the water basically goes right through this and into the house, but there's a T here, and the water goes in there and fills that this lower tank here where the bladder is full of water, and that bladder swells up. Now this upper portion is full of air. Now they come pre-charged from the factory. If you have a 40 to 60 switch, the PSI in this upper chamber here is going to be 38. If you have a 30 to 50 switch, the PSI is going to be 28 in here. So I checked it, it was 38, so it's good. At the top of the tank, you'll have a little bike tire. In fact, it just clicked off here. It's like a little bike tire, a car tire valve, and you just fill that up with air when the tank is empty, when you don't have any pressure in the system. So far so good. I'm very thankful that it's not leaking, and I think I'm good to go. It's hot out here, and I think I'm going to take a nice shower. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.